Hello everybody, this is Hybrid, and today I'll be reviewing Earth 2 issue number 9. Now, for those not familiar with Earth 2 or DC Comics in general, that is the DC Comics version of the Ultimate Universe, where they focus primarily in the mainstream universe on, their more popular heroes like Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, etc. In Earth 2, though, they focus on more of their older heroes, like Silver Age-ish. Like, we have Alan Scott, Green Lantern. We have Jay Garrett, Flash, Doctor Fate, etc. So that's what this universe is for. And it's actually very smart because it gives them a lot of creative freedom, but also they don't have to worry about, that this character's history coming back on the mainstream universe and, etc. So, quick recap of this issue. We start off in New Orleans. Hawkgirl and Dr. Fate are talking. The alter ego, or I guess secret identity, though, of Dr. Fate is not Kent Nelson. It's actually someone named Khaled. And interesting note, between pages 1 and 3, his eyes change from brown to green. So we also get to see Hawkgirl's armory, which is pretty sweet. A lot of weapons, guns, bows, and blunt force weapons, axes, etc. We even have not a scythe, but I forgot what it was called. It's like a scythe, but not exactly like a scythe. And a funny toolbox too, and a clamp. So basically, she has everything. And yeah, and she also has a Green Lantern dummy. But anyways, we're talking about the fact that he's worried about being Dr. Fate again because sure, he's bonded with the helm, and they don't call it the helmet anymore. It's called the helm of Nabu. Like sure, he's bonded with it, but whenever he puts it on, he feels like he's losing his sanity pretty much, which is a reoccurring theme with people that wear the helmet. They're always afraid that they're going to lose themselves. And we learn that he's the reason why Hawkgirl knew where the Flash was when he was in Poland. He's the reason why, a lot of things have been foretold essentially, and all these things were able to happen that were good instead of bad. So Hawkgirl's like, you know what? If you're not going to be Dr. Fate, at least keep an eye on Jay Garrett. So we go back to Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, which is where Jay Garrett lives. And if you actually look at in the background, you see parts of the previous issues like Steppenwolf, and we have Green Lantern, Solomon Grundy, The Flash, Hawkgirl, Atom. So pretty interesting. And Jay Garrett goes home, only to learn that the government, which is a world government in this series, like sure, like the United States is still here and things like that, but overall, it's a world government, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So they break into his house. The Atom breaks in first, and we have what I'm going to call right now, straight off the back, someone who her name is Major Sonia Sato. But she's pretty much like she came off to me as this version's Maria Hill, and I like how even though they have a World Army uniform, they have like little circular badges that show which country or nation they're from. So that's cool. So a fight happens with Atom, the Flash, and even Sandman. He appears, which doesn't seem like it's going to go well because Sandman has the Flash's mom. Until Dr. Fate, or he's not Dr. Fate yet in the comic, but Khaled, he breaks it up and they run away and teleport to Nabu's dimension. So that's all interesting. And we end off with having Wotan. When you think of Spider-Man, you think about Green Goblin, or if you're me, when you think of Spider-Man, you think about Doc Ock. If you think about Batman, you think about the Joker. When you think about Dr. Fate, you think about Wotan. So that's all really cool. I'm looking forward to the next issue. And I just have to say that they've done a phenomenal job with Earth 2. Like, the art's great. The writing has been superb. Like, I'm just excited. Like, obviously, I already knew about Dr. Fate and all that stuff because I have a friend who works with DC Comics, and he was able to give me a lot of information about Earth 2, which is why I predicted all this stuff earlier. But anyways, it's just nice to see these characters because, Dr. Fate's a really cool character, and a lot of people forget Dr. Fate before recently. He was the head magical figure. Forget Zatanna, forget Shazam. Well, actually, don't forget Shazam. I love Shazam. But disregarding those two for a moment, it all comes down to Dr. Fate. Like, he was the original head magical person of the universe. So I'm looking forward to how they showcase that. Looks like they're going to showcase it pretty well, because we have the Tower of Fate in the background of the last page. So all in all, I give this a solid 8.5 because it doesn't disappoint and leaves you wanting more. But at the same time, I was kind of hoping for more when it came to Jay Garrett, and like I'll just say I was very let down by how they did the whole like government breaking, or World Council, whatever, breaking into Jay Garrett's house. The way they pulled it off, it started out pretty great, but then after that, the way they ended it was kind of like cheap, in my opinion. But all in all, still a pretty great issue, and I give it an 8.5 out of 10. So this is Hybrid. Please subscribe, comment, and like, and I will see you guys later.